This rogue raider level. Can't imagine the game froze. So how about what have we got? Who's over here? Crash.
Let's get
Great.
Pain and duty.
I'll do it. Forge ahead. Be gone.
Sorry, Pascal.
Muff.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Move, then charge. I just skipped this guy's turn. She's doing really good at like leaving 3 HP on a lot of these opponents. So that attack is based off of damage is based off of intelligence, right? See if I can charge through somebody. Nope. Alright. We're going down. Going down. Rebels, soldiers, ordinary workers, everyone's dead.
The Emperor sets.
This ocular implant was a work.
I better myself. I tire of idleness.
On her journey across a world caught in the throes of a heretical insurgency, the Lord Captain accidentally witnessed the rite that transpired in one of the maintenance. This abandoned nook turned out to be the heretics' gathering place for performing their grim and profane acts. The large group of rebels stood frozen in patient anticipation of the room. No one moved. Only the murmur of hushed voices echoed against metal walls. The rebels were unremarkable in appearance. They were dressed in shabby clothes of abject rabble, spoke in coarse voices, and had repulsive faces. What caught Lord Captain's attention was the look of strange, almost sinister. This was no gathering of loud blasphemers or people exchanged brief, unintelligible remarks as they stood in a frozen circle. Although barely visible, the rusted barrels with flammable contents had not escaped her eye. One good shot at those barrels would decimate the numbers. As if commanded by an unseen force, the insurgents fell into silence, and a single movement parted. A thick, sticky silence filled with the room. A sound of bare feet broke the sinister silence as a man emerged from the deep shadows. Reeling, he entered the circle and collapsed to his knees in front. Not a second had passed before they gripped the man's shoulders and hair. Remembered only, shared with no one else. You're gone, hallowed by a lone heretic's voice amid by the doing of someone's hands. The blinded man's harrowing scream shook the very walls of the place, consumed by the rite. The rebels had not yet noticed a stranger in their midst. Lord Captain braced herself and...
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
One down. Huh.
A tactically sound approach.
Would have been smarter to go there. Could have blocked that entire walkway and just shot this to blow it up. What? But you're in the back.
Activate calculate.
Well, who is it? The weak, non-believers?
Of chaos.
I did it again. Oh god, we have fucking evil Sonic the Hedgehogs.
The Omnissiah knows, comprehends.
My ears are ringing. Just a... I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust!
I didn't know charge worked like that, too. Strike, brutal strike, sweep.
The scriptural proof. High momentum. Cogitation failed.
Sorry in advance.
I'm not injured.
My way! It will be done. At your beck and call.
Zibaya. One. I gotta stop forgetting about Arch Nemesis. Oh, what it's called. Did those come back to life?
Strengthens me.
Okay, I don't see anything about regeneration, which just happened.
Your luck while you still draw breath. That is for the weak. For you, my emperor.
Dude, what are you doing, Argenta?
I'll do it.
Okay, is it dead now?
Follow my lead. I took care of this one.
Check your aim.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, we did something.
Hydraulics are failing.
You're fine. What are you crying about?
What an unfortunate.
My place is at the... I'm not interested.
You're doomed.
Oh, into the steam. What a pussy.
I know what is to come.
Goo? Goo is to come. Ew, gross. Balls.
It will be done. One fewer target.
Your eyes drawn to the peculiar device. First you are vexed by worries of some pernicious influence, but the real reason soon becomes apparent. The glass installed in the device shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of unbroken object you found near Theodore von Valancius. That's right. It cannot be. See it too. It was made from the same material as this junk. What? What? That's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend. First those minions of the arch enemy murdered Lord Captain Theodore, and now this? This cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Brazen, assertive. It's like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. Yeah, I know that feeling. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. Argenta perception succeeded. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthy fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person. You see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their act. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except remember that you didn't mind Theodore so much while you were aboard the ship. He didn't leave her side for you but a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Argenta's right. The danger of heresy cannot be overstated. Idira is right. It is too soon to cast accusations. Sister Argenta, you will cease these insinuations, which you are walking a fine line. Say nothing. The ritual site is covered in ominous heretical symbols, each of which is unmistakably emanating the malevolent power of the... Let's, I guess, loot first. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack does not spend all of the wearer. Message from the cache on Rykad Minoris. A harbinger reports Brother Twilight and his people were unsuccessful. A dangerous enemy. Zibaya von Val. Maybe I'm getting Valinate. Von V foiled its plans. The duty on us, Aurora's followers, to succeed. It's coming, it's drawing nearer. Heed the word of Aurora. Abandon all your mundane affairs upon the metal of the soul. Onslaught. Instantly increase movement by 6 and gains 2 charges of the slash ability. Wow. Yet reduces weapon skill, ballistic skill, and perception by 15 until start of user's next turn.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Exit to the upper way. The upper way. Shit, it's Judge Dredd. I am Zibal von Valenasis.
I will deliver this tragedy.
What was the nature of the arrangement? What are you doing here? What do you know? What do you intend to do next?
Your predecessor made of the Imperial tithe on several.
Alright, good luck, boys. You.
I won't tolerate.
Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. The elder family members are doing what they can to calm the young. Several armed insurgents are watching the frightened yet unarmed hostages, but the watchers themselves are looking around. Elderly citizen, come to your senses, Arlid. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman aboards him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Old man, can't you see I'm trying to save you? Only Aurora can help us. Why can't you? Who are you and what do you want? He points a weapon at me. I'm the chief. My former name Arlid is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes, then my children will see it. Spare us! Spare your children!
Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sake. It is evident that the author of your demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect.
Damn, he just called you stupid. Cast your own children into the thrall of heresy, to drown your own progeny in this filth with your own hand. 100% logic, you've been torturing your own family in order to save them. You've been blinding them so they can see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. Aurora, whatever that is, has exploited your naivety. Can't you see you're causing nothing but suffering? Think about it. What good is a final dawn done for anyone at all? Some have died. Some have had their eyes burnt out. Some have gone insane. But all I wanted was to save. The old woman rises from her knees, but there's still a way to set things right. What happens to us now? Your family may go, and so may you. Kill the old man. The old man bodies fall to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and then disappear around the bend. He was tainted. There was nothing that could be done. Hello, Fisher. You're supposed to be, like, getting drunk and dancing with no shoes on. Dogma. +3. Wow, that one pace. Okay. A bolt pistol. No drunk. And only one dance. Oh, what was for dinner? Oh man, I haven't had a good meal in such a long time. What is that? A bolt pistol. No, level up. Toughness, toughness, toughness. Chicken breast stuffed with spinach and feta. Okay. Pretty standard, but sounds good. And rice pilaf and asparagus. That's like the... What am I trying to say? I used to make a meal that's like almost identical to that. Like it would be like a coincidental pairing whenever I would make it, often with zucchini instead of asparagus, but preferably with asparagus. Even though I'm genetically disposed to not benefit from its enhancing abilities. I've only gone to 3 weddings, and all of them were with Stinky P enhancing abilities. Exactly. All of them were with someone. 2 of them made me go to them. The other one was my friend. If there wasn't anyone going with me. I sat at a table with a bunch of jerks that I knew. Say jerk. In a jerks like me, jerks. Co-worker table. Well, these jerks were on and off co-workers, but I'd known them for like over 10. We were like metalheads together and shit. But that's good. At least you have something to do. Could you imagine? What would it be like if you went to a wedding and you didn't know anyone except for like the bride or the groom? Would you do that? Would you go? Depends on whose. I see. Well, good on you. I probably wouldn't. What's for dessert? At your sister's wedding, huh? Oh, she's not married yet, huh? Pretty sure you'll hear about my chatty Cathy. From chatty Cathy. About your sister's wedding? Was something about today. Hey, so this game, you're gonna like it because, like, I'm not exaggerating. It is nearly identical to Divinity Original Sin. It's like they take like all the art and story away from Divinity Original Sin and replace it with Warhammer stuff that's done really well. And that's this game. In a good way. Like movement points, action points, the way combat works. I don't think Divinity was on a grid, though. This one's on a grid. It doesn't make that big of a difference. It doesn't feel like grid-based combat. So I'm excited to start playing with you. I hope it's downloading. It's downloading. And I have enough patience to go through all the capture card mic troubleshooting, so giving it a shot. Nice. How long is the ceremony supposed to be? Or I guess it's called, right? There's the ritual, and then there's the feast. You know, as like sideways as that sounds, like that's what every wedding is. Right? Like they do the ritual thing, and then everyone like parties and eats food, right? The ritual, followed by the feast. Unchanged. For 5,000 plus years. And you're partaking in it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just looking at things objectively. Speaking of them, objectively. Until tomorrow? That's a long-ass party. I don't know if I could drink for that long. That's like 18 hours of drinking. Who am I kidding? I've done 18 hours of drinking, like, probably hundreds of times. It's changed a little. We don't get to watch them have sex anymore. I thought that was only in Game of Thrones. And the Da Vinci Code. Fertility rituals, right? Is this what you speak of? Where they would run trains on a woman to make sure she gets pregnant? Woo woo! Fertility ritual. Gangbang. They just slap a shitty coat of paint on it. Consummating the marriage. Oh. I thought only like a priest or a rabbi had to watch that happen. I thought the more the merrier. I guess my knowledge doesn't extend as far as yours does. You're in this department, your clip boner outreaches my boner. Marry her, huh? More than marry her. I don't know. I thought once you got married, you were supposed to... Or, I mean, I've been in a lot of different relationships and been around a lot of people who are in non-standard or non-conventional relationships, but I thought the moral of the story was you get married and you fuck each other for the rest of your lives and you live happy ever after. So, not more the merrier? Less the merrier. Why is this red? No, not strength. Imperial world characters gain plus 10 critical hit chance and plus 10 armor against Xenos and demonic creatures. Allies gain half of those bonuses. Not bad. Melee, flame, and multi attacks, 6 damage and plus 18 AP. Attacks against Xenos deal an additional 3 and 9. Litany of Hatred. Oh, you're probably going back to your party. Have fun. Keep having fun. Eat more food. Oh, you're home. Oh, I had no idea. I thought you were like at a table full of people. And you were just bored and opened Twitch on your phone. I wouldn't mind auto level up. Irish exit? Never heard of it. And I'm Irish. Hey, heads up. And this is talking about the game. We're going to encounter traps. And whoever your demo expert is a dumbass and will beeline for where you tell them to disarm and make traps go off and kill you. I'll join you. Yeah, sure. I'll join you in prayer. The cover was haphazardly assembled from whatever the rebels could find.
Victory awaits. It's about time.
Nothing here. Nothing there. This is a... feeling it. In medium and large. Uh-oh, it's glitching again. Sometimes my game does this. I just save and then I load. That's only happened. That's the second time it's happened. They do run about like a flock of birds, though. Command sentry. Formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored. Can I just go in? How do you know I'm not a bunch of psychos? You just go head on in? I don't know. This is a bunch of shifty looking people that are running up on the governor of the planet. I guess planet rulers are called governors. Anyway, we've been trying to find this guy for a long time. Faisal Rakadi Ab Medina of Coronas, governor of the star system. Welcome, Governor Medina. My greetings. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment. A curious exchange of pleasantries. Is there some kind of discord between you and Abelard? The convoy was ambushed. There was no yes. I must commend his extraordinary loyalty and resilience. One, because this guy kind of sucks balls. Oh, of course not. An old misunderstanding, over a century old by now. It isn't worth your time, Lord Cap. I chuckled, but it took me a second to process it. The convoy was ambushed, there was no survivor. Only one good soldier in a whole convoy? Pathetic. Head to the barracks private and await new orders. Your ladyship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there's a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Thora was the head of House Val. I have received no word of her demise. How is it now that you, my esteemed predecessor, died at the hands of cultists? May the Emperor be the one asking that question. Valancius, that's what it is. Valancius, like. The governor frowns. Rogue trader von Valancius slain? Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences. I need a fresh crew to replace all those killed in the attack. Commerce test succeeded. Of course, your ladyship, you compensated for any losses. Clothes are filled with the finest goods from my person. Well, he's being awful nice. It's almost like he's being too nice. Abelard nods in approval. Excellent, your ladyship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. Here. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do that until we've... I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble... My impression has been the opposite. Is there anything else I can do on this planet while I wait for an... I wish to commend the courage. It's almost like her offer... It almost sounded like her offered to fill all her holes with parish goods. Ah, you're talking like Toki again. I can't even quote what Toki says. It's so like discordant. He's like, that's stupid clip. He's trying to interview a Death Clock employee, or like, I don't know, a company appreciation or some shit. But he can't even. It's almost sounds like her offer to fill all her holes with parish goods. Yeah, I got that tattooed on my cock. Words. It's always hard. Just kidding. It's actually usually small and flaccid, like a tortoise that some kids are kicking around like a soccer ball. I've never seen or heard that. I just made it up. Okay, anyway. I want to commend the courage of one of your officers. No, fuck that guy. My kinsman, Hunrad Voitvir on Valancius, has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. He's hiding in the system. I want it handed over to me. That's not happening. Heinrich von Kerlox, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know? I do. Master von Kerlox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium, an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent position. Besides, I've already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. Unfortunately, right now, you won't be able to leave a weapon and made flying over the city. Okay, insurrection soon? Is that so? I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgents talk of a final dawn. The impending demise of the world doesn't matter. The insurgents... Getting a whole bunch of quests. The insurgents are using the arch-enemy artifacts enchanted in lenses to perform unholy sorcery. I can see that it is not my power to convince you. Let's change the subject. Of course. He's not hiding in this system. So... Oh, I just figured out how to rotate the camera without using M3. Q and E. If the ancient aircraft battery captured by the rebels were to be destroyed, the Lord Captain would be able to reach the command center on shuttle, bypassing the dangers lying in wait in the city street. Old news. Starport is complete with number 2 not complete. It's located on the road leading from the starport to the governor's command center. While it remains under control of rebels, shuttle flights over the capital are 2 continents? Alright, well, I guess go find the anti-aircraft. We'll fight our way through the streets. Nothing hiding.
A new challenge.
I don't want to listen to that chick. I hate her voice. Command center.
It's about time.
Why?
I'm
Why?
always ready.
Let me listen to my current new waifu. She's precocious. Okay. Right into Rebel with a shitload of HP. This shouldn't take long. Unless there's some down here. Yep. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of them are gunners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not doing that. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 5 up top. They smartly have some red cans next to their entrenchment. 7 up top. There's a sharpshooter. I've never encountered this enemy before. Too small of an explosion. Perfect shot. Power swing, double miss.
Here we go.
There we go.
Dealing damage to bulk.
I hear a lot of Australian accents. I don't know if that's just this planet or if... Well, no, because I hear different planets. People have Australian accents. Perhaps this was developed in Australia, or at least part of it was. Hey, how come he can walk across the trap and it doesn't go well?
Damage is
Fuck.
negligible.
That's not negligible, it's half your life.
I'll pass.
I took care of this one. That's not the Seneschal's.
These guys are fine up here. I think she just blew herself up.
Lost in our ranks.
Stop shooting him! Fuck, now he's dead. That's not good. Is he a ball, yeah? 53. Engaged with this one. Wow, that's nice, but still good.
One fewer target.
Fuck. She can hit him, but best case scenario is 5 turns at 36%. So that's 3, 9, 27, 79, 239, a 1 in 239. Or whatever 9 to the 5th power is. Or was it 3? No, it was 5. Not 3, 3. To the 5th power. 25.9. Come on, critical.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Reservation is for 12:30, I believe. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing?
Be gone.
Target's not too close. Get out of here.
Nothing I can't do.
11. We'll call that.
At your beck and call.
Ya fucking scunt.
Ooh. Farewell.
Fuck! I just fucked myself. So what? The AoE that happens here also goes up to hit him. It took half his life away.
What an unfortunate.
It didn't reach him that time. He's on the move though. I think he's supposed to be dead, but he's still moving. Anyway, I guess we'll start moving down this way.
A tactically sound approach.
Why did I not foresee this? As the Emperor commands, I act.
On Argenta. He just couldn't resist.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Where was she?
I took care of this one.
Alright. And that is that. The anti-aircraft batteries control panel has a panoply of mysterious levers and buttons. Deactivating it quickly is not an option. All you can do is blow it up, destroying it. Either way, I got 100%. Items lost. Not to charge, we got 89. Okay, let's go back to see the governor again. There's at least one good gun in here. Genta instead of her... Not her bolter. She can... The other gun I had equipped her.
And you'll
Okay.
die quickly.
Attention to detail. I will do my duty.
Anything else?
Brace yourself, Abba.
I'll do it.
Oh, my ears are...
Oh, you hit Abeloa too. Over penetration. AP, when your AP is high enough, it will go through your enemy and into your friends if they're on the other side of your enemy, just like a real. Okay, I think I currently have mic working, but now the headphones don't work. This does still feel like progress though, I think. It might be as simple as just switching over your device. Is there anything I can do to help, by the way? You can even share your screen with me via Twitch, you know? I'm like, I can always pause what I'm doing.
Part of the trial.
23. What screen do I show? Never mind. Let me keep cracking away at this. I'll ask you to pause if I get stuck. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're... Yeah, if you get stuck, don't spend too much time on it. Just... I mean, you can share both screens. You can, like, show one and then the other. Like half a boob flash. So, one boob and then the other boob. But not both at the same time.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice shot, Argenta.
The Omnissiah knows all.
On it.
You know, one thing about this game I'm not sure. I don't think there's an attack anyone you want button like there is in Divinity Original Sin. Haven't tried. No. But I think it's a much bigger game. So it's not like you're seeing the same people over and over again that you end up really hating. Smells worth over here, and it doesn't dipped in a fat vinegar. Let's give the sniper rifle to Pascal. Where is it? Did I already... No, I didn't already equip it.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Don't break my heart, break your heart-shaped glasses. Ancient Terra Monocle. The wearer's lore tests depend on fellowship instead of intent. I wouldn't mind a map, though. I'm easily lost. I know. You're easily lost. Okay, there's nothing down over there. Just the entrance to the... Is this maybe? God darn it. Greetings, your ladyship. Anti-aircraft battery has been destroyed. Thank you. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. If you wish to find Master Van Kalox, according to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operations, according to our rule book, our employee handbook, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people. Is it lay people or lay people? And activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained magos should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah servants. You've lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense. Medina and Pascal glare at each other. You've picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah. Have us come back with something stupid. Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him. Perhaps the esteemed governor is right. Let Pascal deal with his own problems. Esteemed Magos, our technomats will apprise you of the issues with our power distributor. What's he doing? The governor's voice dies down to a low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and rumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice. Abundantly so, Magus. Why are you so determined to get to the monastery? It would be my pleasure to assist the Messiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. Whatever. Thank you for your cooperation. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magus, real human, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykad system. You're a Hanuman? Glad you're alive. Why not shell the monastery if that's where the insurgents have gathered? Or deploy a landing force? They don't have blah 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 the means to do so. Pascal, what is so special about the cenobium and the relic? What has perplexed you about my companions? Never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great hands. The fury of the free machine spirits want to destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. This is terrible ASMR. Oh yeah, sorry. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a category 3 blasphemer, deserving of immediate execution. Wish to know more about monastery? Why not shell the monastery? According to the reports we received, Logus Abel Human. Lol, only the other guys gurgle. Well, you've heard what they sound like in the other games, right? Like, how do I make a robotic ass voice in a different way? I could, like, choke myself out while I'm talking. I'm kind of already doing that, but with my throat and hand cupped over my mouth instead of literally choking myself. Able Human set off for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you possess information on Master Van Kalox. What do you know about this Abel? Why did he go to the monastery? And Logus said that he definitely wants to go somewhere. You don't ask why. Never met him in person. You inspect the esteemed Logis' system, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them with cogitators at the command post. Is that a little better than just a gurgle? I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magus. If you stare into a shattered mirror too long, you might see yourself in it, and everyone's mending it is that more of a tainted affair than the new reflection. I'll continue. I'll try to when I need to, when it's his turn. It's probably coming up right now. Glad to be of service, your ladyship. Okay, do I get my men now? There is Navis Nobilate station in this system, but those hermits don't do business with anyone. Not even I have been invited on board. However, perhaps I'll make one for you. If you'd like a distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure, there's a planetoid in my system called Ricadiphilia. It hosts a prison colony whose inmates rebelled at the same time as the heretics on this planet. It's an all-around preposterous situation. It should have only taken a couple of orbital shots to take care of them, but Evane Winterscale went there. He's a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, the master of this system and a dozen others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very good. See no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planet, and prisoners' numbers are few. They have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport of noble lords and ladies. Evane. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means a sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Whiteveer is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy... We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to data crypt Logis Abel's sanctum. It's aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the excess prayer for it is unknown to Mince. I'd hazard he'd fled from you on ship, not on a pair of wings. Good, because I didn't know where I was supposed to go next. I'm glad a story thing is happening. Salamorn, the arbitrator, marches forward relentlessly as halts one step away from the governor and looking down at him. He's looking down at him, though the governor is 1, 2, 3 steps higher. He had a voice actor last time. Governor Medina, in the name of Lex Imperialis, I, Proctor Salamorn Anthar, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the Imperial tithes. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the deputies your full cooperation, in particular by transferring command of the strike groups and other... Arrest me? Transfer my resources? Your demands undermine my efforts to suppress this rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithes is simply... Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now, let us go over everything one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident, whether you were personally involved or not. You will provide the resources I've requested without objection, as this measure serves to reestablish control of the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction of the investigation and take steps accordingly. Seems I'm left with no other option than to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of Lex Imperialis. Unless her ladyship has anything to say about the matters, that is. Well, you haven't given me the men that you said that you were going to clip. This world belongs to Winterscale. Do the Adeptus Arbites truly have the authority to interfere with appointed by a rogue traitor? I don't know. That's not my question to ask either. I would never think to oppose a servant of the Lex. Don't even try to involve me in this, Medina. I guess too. In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor. But before I give you access codes, I must give a protracted self-exonerating statement. There's no need. All information required of you will be obtained during questioning, without witnesses, be it your personal guard or the rogue trader. Just you, me, and Glido. The Cyber Mastiff lets out a heavy growl that sends a shiver down your spine. Oh yeah, there's a Cyber Mastiff. Like Cybertruck, but it's a Mastiff. What's your plan, Proctor? So you're just gonna sit on the whole thing in his bunker? I wish you luck. Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations. Let up throne. I'll be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you're done. Have faith in my methods. A sound plan, Proctor. Only harsh measures can restore order. I'm going down the dogmatic route. Alamorn gives a slight nod. Better to cut off the head than to overtake the whole body. Probably from playing Space Marine too much. And I have a crush on one of the sisters. Why do you think the rebels are hiding among civilians? That's a stupid question. So you're just gonna... I wish you luck in your investigation. Right, now he pulls out his iPad. TikTok. No. Instagram, yes. Facebook. MySpace. GeoCities. Yeah, Angel Fire, my Angel Fire websites. How are those? Look at the counter on the bottom. 365. He mutters to himself as you... From the man-child playing with his tablet. Return to Void Ship or go to the upper way. There's nothing else here for me right now. May as well go to that prison planet. Mox. Foxmaster Vigdis. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of it. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if... Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations or have some other explanation. I beseech you, do not take after those who whisper. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into legends. The door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident ghost has decided to take up... How do I go back to the deck? Do I set a heading and then go back to the deck? Sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be Master... These are the antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself. Or Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. Lord Captain, Lieutenant of Relevant, requesting permission. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike area. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Bent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff at him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wysarian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Bent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. There's in the making aboard my ship, and no one has... How did this start? Where does a Seneschal Wysarian come into all this? I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivia. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I handled internal problems myself, so when I received information about cultists hiding in the lower decks, I took in, so long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valencia. You were far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wysarian. Arrests, interrogation. It's driven the people to the brink. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. How did this start? Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? What is Depot 4? Master at Arms. The ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge. That being said, while I entirely share Master Wysarian's opinion on what deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Mr. Sauerback, I see you've decided to follow the lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does you no credit. Sauerback, explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcement. And yet, it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he is particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him. Okay? Wait. Why is that? The ship's regulations state the Master-at-Arms. It's him. Her. Is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers. Okay. And yet, it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers... Okay, so the Master-at-Arms is 100% in charge of the security of the ship and should not be speaking with the Seneschal, yet the Seneschal chooses to show partiality. I cannot deny Master Wysarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior and crew. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master with. Tomorrow, they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's orders. I notice a pattern in these actions. Abelard, do you wish to respond? It appears I've unearthed an old squabble. Would you prefer to be left out of it? No. Abelard, how do you respond? Can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior? Or one where I would overrule their order? No, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct have always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple is enough to erode the proprietary of that you distinguish some of them and know them by name is attempt to walking around the officer's deck handing out. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity. Makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, with fate entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the role. That is the sole foundation of order. Lieutenant Vent, would you say that the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any way? Evidently, my officers are anything but example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. He's taking responsibility for his fuck-up. There's an insurrection aboard my ship. No one told me how to start. Abelard, what do you have to say? What is Depot 4? It's one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as stations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which now more. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst it means drunken fights and illegal rot-gut brewing. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks. Stop the assault unit. Speak directly to the people. You will see that they're not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before. I don't know if you're listening, but what would you do, Fisher? You were in charge of the ship, and this is not supposed to be your responsibility at all. It's actually like 2 tiers below you. But the tier below you got involved with the tier below him when he shouldn't have. But he still worked within his proper authority. He did not work outside of his job description, I see. It's a tricky one. I've heard enough. I will go down to the lower decks and deal with the problem personally. I am certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. This matter is not worth the rogue trader's time. Leave the bridge and don't ever disturb me again. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. I thank you for your support, so I'm going to go check it out. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation to you and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot for myself and see the... Ready for a trial run? Think I have it working-ish? Hey. Whoa. My voice must finally be isolated. Wait. Oh, man. No, it's not. I started talking and your little fish wasn't pulsating. But now it's pulsating in rhythm with my voice. There's a rhythm of the night. I heard you say something, but I don't know what you said. Yes, I can. Gotta turn you up. So you're what, on the headset now? Okay, you did it. Sounds pretty okay. Good job. Well, your voice sounds similar to the microphone that you were using. I don't know if the fans are on, but it's like the same background or a similar background fuzz, I suppose, to other hardware you've tried. But it's good, it's clear. How's your audio in those? I hope better than your current headphones. Okay, good talk. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle this. Okay, you don't have to get rid of them. That's good. There's a lot to be said for that. You know how many people I've had to get rid of because they don't work when I plug them in? I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle... Okay, I already read this. Okay, we're all going on a fucking field trip downstairs. Oh, I have to choose party members. Oh, I can't take them all, question mark? I think the limit will be 6. Yeah, so I don't even have 6 people yet. Lower decks. I'm supposed to talk to the fucking quartermaster. Oh well. Wowie zowie. That thing gets loud fast. It did the opposite. It was like double the decibels. Like, no joke. If you, I don't know how close the mic is to your mouth. Maybe move the mic closer to your mouth. I don't know how adjustable it is. I have no idea. Oh.
For me?
Oh no. I'm froze again. I'm in... I don't know what region. I have to look. Let me save. Let's, probably start a new game. Unless you want to just drop into mine. It takes, like... Huh? Oh, okay. Let me... How to play. Create your own lobby. Make sure all players are in the same region and same version. Use the lobby code, choose characters, and play the game together. What the fuck? There's weird... Oh yeah, you can do custom portraits. That's what I'm looking. You can press button to highlight abilities and consumables. Okay, I am on 141.231.001. My version is 141.231.001. No, not my ID. That's what version game I'm on. Okay, I'm on USSC 49MS. 2 S's. USSC 49MS. I do. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitch because it's like 15 characters. Sent. So, how many regions did you have? Because I saw all over the world when I opened up my region drop down. But none that are USSC. Like, it clearly says USSC on my top right corner. Oh, okay, that's just the current connection speed. Alright, I was misunderstanding what you were meaning. Of course it doesn't. Oh, shit. It's like a firecracker going off next to my head. Not quite a gunshot. These speakers do go quite loud, though. I mean, headphones. Well, they are speakers. I see you. I see a kitty. I hit OK, so we're connecting. Oh, you mean you have no idea how to play? Like I said, it's... Do you remember how to play Divinity Original Sin? It's the same as that. Except there's guns instead of magic. You were quite good at that. We beat the whole game on hard. That's like probably one of your biggest, or our biggest, accomplishments for gaming difficulty. Alright, so let's see. I'll start you with my wife. These two. Hey, it's Wyzerian. Take that, scum. Oh. Take that, scum. I think someone just threw poop at you. That's one of your... Yeah. You're controlling him and the Sister of Battle. The chick with the gold helmet. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. The people dared to disrespect the senior officer. Let's keep moving. Right, and then just click. Right, I did click the menus, but you're in control of the characters. So I guess I control the menus. So if you want to choose what to say, then tell me. I don't think it's like D&D where we both get to choose.
I won't tolerate.
Sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Vent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Jocasta Sourback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already. Lieutenant Vent, my patience wearing thin. Get the fuck out of the way. I cannot comply with that order. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. First Officer, Rogue Trader, and the Emperor himself. Looks like I lost ya. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Looks like I have to make a new lobby. Yeah, I hear you. I haven't not heard you. I've heard you the whole time. You're playing? I'm still in... Yeah, I opened up a new lobby and sent you the password on Twitch. Maybe you... Okay, we're on different planets. Maybe it was only a temporary disconnection, because if you're still there, that's on my game. I wonder if... You know what? It makes me It makes me choose a saved game, and I think it makes your game load my saved game, and then it syncs them up, as opposed to us playing on a server. Like, we're using a server, but only for communication purposes. A Vulcan prisoner. Looks like he's made out of metal. There's a warden, Casteglia. I told you, Evie. They're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. But Aurora, she's different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me. We have guests. From the Von Valancius ship, I'd wager.
The witch.
Yeah, I didn't feel like talking. Go for it.
Do it.
Hell yeah, triple kill, bitches. Sorry. Guess I gotta go for quad kill next. I got a penta or a hectakill earlier today, but in a different game. I don't think anyone says a pentakill. Pentakill kind of rolls off the tongue. Hectakill sounds a little silly. Pentakill is fine. You get the hectakill. Whoa. Slow your roll, buddy.
Opposing me.
Anything else?
That's it. That was a weak ass hit. Whatever your name is.
My vow is to serve.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call.
Nice shot. Yeah, Far Cry. I bought the grenade launcher. It's a good grenade launcher. Easy to use. I mean, I'm pretty good with grenade launchers. It's better than the Left 4 Dead one. Oh crap, here we go. Back to full life. Alright, bleed procced.
I'm suffering.
My faith shield.
I think she needs a fucking heavier armor. She's entrenched. I don't know. She's like a bullet magnet. Try this on for size.
Anything else?
32.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Punchy American stink pug. PogChamp, that's me! Love the clips. Always appreciate the clips. Big time. Because I should be doing them myself, and I don't. So any clip that you do adds value to the stream and the channel. Way get off to. Seriously, ready to go.
Faith without deed is worthless.
You got blasted like a bitch, bitch. I got another one for you too. How about that?
That's something worse.
That you? Or
Running binary override.
Miss Pascal. It's twice in a row, man.
Prognosis is favorable.
At your beck and call.
Emperor commands vindicated.
Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me.
Oh wait, do I need to destroy the lenses? That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta be doing, not trying to kill this guy over and over again.
Activate calculation.
I'll do it.
I'm not even gonna attack him. I'm just gonna
Head.
keep him pinned right here. Nice shot, idiot. Looks like she needs to be in close combat to hurt it.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
No, fuck, I skipped his turn by accident. It's just a space bar for me.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
but of course.
Bye-bye.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Nice, critical, baby. The ball, yeah? Yeah, now we finish off the vote in Castiglia.
This?
Or not. Still some tweaking maybe though, And sorry. Oh, wait. Well, at least I got mic and headphones working. That is definitely a win. Yeah, I was thinking if you have a noise gate up right now, change it to... I get open and close confused. But have it locked out before like 25 decibels. So it opens at 25 and then closes at 10. Like negative 25, negative 10. That way, it'll filter out all the crap noise in the background. And then when your microphone picks up those peaks, it'll stop at negative 10 decibel. It doesn't, like, you don't really need... That's how high I'm going right now. I'm going to cunt hair higher than -10. So you don't need to go much louder than that. Zabaya. Oh, let's make his brain explode.
Will do.
Bye-bye. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Yvain Winterscale of Coronas, greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. Conserve your strength. You are wounded and need help. You must take my leave. Lol. I must take my leave. Your pilot will take you to Governor Medina. Finish him off. I cannot be certain that you are infected by this corruption as your friend was. Not good for relations. And it's kind of not my problem. Wounded. I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This is my first time. I can't say I recommend the procedure. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, he's probably tainted by chaos, but if I kill the son of a rogue trader, that could, like, start a war. Governor Medina. Why does I go there? Oh, no. 7 at 12. Improved armored body glove. You vote for him finishing? Like allowing him to come? Oh, I didn't even need to go in the prison. Finish him off. Yeah, well, I let him live. We will see.
I won't tolerate weakness.
In time. If it was wrong or right.
Victory awaits.
Okay, here we go. We're looking for a new navigator. I gotta go make myself some food. I'll be back in probably not that long, actually. BRB. I'm twisted up. I'm twisted up inside my mind.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
Step back. Or I will unleash all the horrors. Ah, it all makes sense now. Yay, horrors! There are horrors in this game. I killed them. They were blue. Blue horrors. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Desist, brother. The Emperor's will brought me here. No one has the right to interpret his will so freely, sister, but wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be a lady of the Valancius dynasty. Yes, I'm absolutely positive. And since fate has brought such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of this station. So, you did not come to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Uric 5 is a holy sanctum for the House Orselio, and the path to you. Pains me to say you are not on the guest list. Navigator looks at his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering, as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. Provide me with a navigator, and I will immediately depart the station. I came here in search of a navigator, so you're coming with me. Why would a keeper of the station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Europe. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, where he opened his third butthole in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased. The Theobald I knew would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. Here we go. I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, but Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me. How should I help you? Because you'll be my navigator. How do I remake a control rod of the elevator machine spirit? Okay, go to the guard room and put in a code. I have a prophylactory containing the mistress's blood. Ew. Period blood? He needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary. The most ancient and sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priest sees the spirit with sort of blah 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 blah.
Requesting all consoles subjects to the technologies.
And these technologies were made secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your requests, esteemed servant of the Omnissiah. You have your sacraments, and we have ours. I guess that makes sense. Woes of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. Be an honor to serve the lady. Save the lady. Rogue trader's aid will cost. I will rescue your mistress, but in every car or sell you. Sign a contract with my. Yes. Let's see what happens if I do that one. Taken by force or attack. So be it. Hurry. The mistress's safety is all that matters. Item received. Phylactery of blood. That's when you gotta catch him. Excuse me, sir. I need your signature here. Yeah. Whatever. They're focused on something else.
It's about time.
So, where am I supposed to go? Because this place sucks balls, dude.
Station's lack of response.
I bet she's gonna tell us when we find her, if we find her, of the chaos. I mean, this place is like a hell.
I won't heed.
Okay, so we got a trader back here. One trader back here. One in the middle. And then this little bastion. They're all negligible. Shotgun. They do need to be dispatched quickly. Those two.
Reading damage.
Fuck! You're supposed to attack her.
It will be done.
This
I
doesn't
took
matter.
this one.
Argenta, what do you have for them? Surely not your sniper rifle. Yeah, another triple kill. Oh, it was just a double kill. Oh, they got some reserves back there, huh? Okay.
Follow my lead.
Was that you?
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
Nice shot, baby. Yeah, quad kill in your face. I mean, oh, the Emperor. Some such nonsense.
Anything else? Farewell.
Oh, that's where they are. I thought they were up.
I've seen worse battles than this in my... I'm not interested. Victory is Imam Fuata.
Hey there.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Nice job, team. Ooh, navigator flesh sample. It's got fragments of scales and rudimentary whip.
I can barely understand cogs when they talk opportunities to bone up on my trans.
True
Okay.
believers will find ground.
Never
if
mind.
not in words,
Data crypt H41, okay. Gotcha! That's why they pay me the big bucks. Quest data on the navigators, examine the log. Main chamber controls, open all the doors. That's probably a horrible idea, but fuck it. Pascal. Clearance of the sacred machine requires special purification ritual in order to... Go ahead. Negotiations with winter scales where a batch of servants will arrive. Moons. You ever drop something on the floor and like it could land one way or the other and if it lands one way, it's pretty much fine. But if it lands the other way, your food is pretty much fucked. Just like toast. Long loss.
None shall stand in my way.
Nothing's impossible for.
Bonus to persuasion.
Victory awaits!
I don't know where to go. Back to the deck. Where was the deck? Well, well, there's a map that I haven't used until now. You see? You see what I'm now seeing. Transducer. Don't know how to use that one. Is this it? Okay. That looks fucking ridiculous. Well, we had to make a rod in Divinity Original Sin. Okay, I don't know how to get back to where I'm supposed to be. Oh, jump. God damn it. I don't love that. Way.
I won't tolerate. I'll pass. I have time for this.
Cool, so go fuck myself with a rod. Come on, guys. Okay. Goop? Maybe my mind's just in the gutter, but there's a lot of sexual innuendo. Like goop? I mean, she said talking to Cogs. Sounded like she said talking to Cox. And then she said bone up. Like, that's not an accident. They obviously did that on purpose. Bone up? I'll say that from now on. I gotta bone up on deboning fish. Oh, that's goop. More warp monsters for me. BRB. Ah! Is she sneezing? Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead. Ow, 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 as if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging in my head. Somebody stop her. Theobald or Celio. The child, Lady Cassio, where are you? Sacred child. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy.
Embrace the darkness, brothers, for these times shall not come to pass. And we are all that stands between oblivion and the hope for another tomorrow. May the light illuminate the darkest of corridors and scorch hellfire upon all those whom oppose the true God King.